There is nothing I hate more in this life than the technical side of making music. Cause it's fucking hard. I'm not built for this shit. Can you see all the fucking tutorials I've been trying to watch in the background, trying to figure out how to use this fucking app, Ableton? Literally none of them are to the point. They're all like, you want to know how I went from being a fucking useless nobody to selling hundreds of thousands of records and getting signed with a label? Get to the fucking point! Oh my god. I'm not trying to scare y'all. I'm just losing my shit a little bit. I wouldn't be me if I didn't crash out at least like fucking once a week. So this is me doing it. Cause I like being authentic. I probably just need to get out of this fucking room because I've been in here for like fucking 5 hours trying to do this shit. What I've managed to do in that hour, it's been like 30 minutes making a really shitty lyric video because I thought it was funny. That's all I did. That's all I did. And then I try to dive into trying to make myself a beat on Ableton because I have this idea, and you know, I don't really want to use type beats. They're good for like when I want to like make, like, when I want to write and I need something to like write with, because I have a guitar, right? Do you see the fucking action on this thing? She is so raised and she's bowing here. Like, she's not in working order anymore, unfortunately. Well, she works, but it's like, it sounds alright, but is she right? Okay, and you other fucking guitarists can hate me and whatnot, call me a cop-out. I have really tight tendons in my wrist, so when I bend my thumb, my whole hand just like straight up cramps up. It's on both my hands as well, so I can't even get away with being a lefty. And then when I try and play my guitar, as soon as I attempt to do a bar chord, my hand just locks on me. And it's like, not fun, because it really fucking hurts. And then, because my strings are so far away from the fretboard, makes it really hard to play anything other than like D, G, lazy C, lazy F, E, A minor, A7, which, you know, are more than enough chords to make a song with, but like, every time I use those chords, I always revert back to like the same 4 that I always use, and that every person who's tried to write a song with a guitar has definitely written a song with those 4 chords. It's E minor, C, G, and D. Every time. And I posted a video on my TikTok like a few days ago, but the video was from like a while ago where I was like having like a full-on crash out, just crying in my room, because I was like, how come every time I pick up my guitar and I want to write something, it ends up sounding like something Taylor Swift farted out in 2004? Because I'm using those same fucking 4 chords every single time. And like, it's really hard because I'm trying to create my unique sound. All I have in terms of a unique sound right now is that I like to put my vocals over each other. You know, like I loop them. Like at the end of Test Drive, it goes, do you wanna go on a test drive? And then it just keeps looping. Like, do you wanna go on a test drive? Doesn't make sense. I'm not gonna edit this and put a clip here. Just go listen to my song and listen to the end and you'll see what I mean. I just like, just lay them. That's my like signature so far. But it's not like a signature for enough to be like, you know, I'm not the first one to do that. I'm not claiming to be like the overlord of looping, because you know how I learned to loop? That fucking song, fucking nursery rhyme. Kookaburra sits in the old gum tree, Mary, Mary, king of the bushes, he, la, and then Kookaburra sits, and then just, you know, back and forth, back and forth. And that's where I got the idea to do the fucking looping vocals at the end. But like, I wanna be able to, like, aside from just like the singing and the writing part of making music, like I wanna be able to do the whole thing. Obviously when I get to like a certain level, I'm gonna pass that on to someone else, because that's not the side of making music I'm in love with. I don't like sitting in front of a computer for hours meticulously picking fucking samples and slicing them up and putting them together. It stresses me out. It puts me under a lot of pressure, and it upsets me because I put myself under all that pressure to make it sound good, even though I literally never made anything on Ableton. I think the only thing I made ever was on GarageBand, and aside from that, I just made songs with my guitar. And that was it, before it was all fucked up. So it's really frustrating. There's like a latency issue with my computer as well because I don't have like a singer's setup. Unfortunately, I have a Blue Yeti microphone that was secondhand. I don't have an interface. That's all I got. And a busted ass guitar. And a notebook with fucking 3 sentences on it. Alicia, I don't know. I don't know what to do. Even when I try and like record covers in Ableton, I can't. It never sounds right. And it's really annoying. I can't make what's in my head come out the way I want to through technology. And that's really annoying. It's really annoying. I don't know how I'm gonna get around it either, because obviously, like, when I make my music, I want to be able to like post it out to people, and it needs to be in a technological state to reach other people. I can't just sit on my roof with a fucking drum and just bang on it and scream. Like, that's just gonna get a noise complaint and a couple swear words. So I don't think that's the way to promote my music. You know, obviously, like, live would be fucking amazing if I were just able to sing live all the time, but I need to be able to reach people on the internet if I want to make that dream come a reality. And I need to use that fuck-ass app. It's so lame. I could just go back and keep trying on GarageBand, but it doesn't have the same amount of, like, the opportunities that I'm finding on like the computer in terms of like sound with like plugins and shit is so much wider than what I can do on my little iPad, you know? But it's really overwhelming. I don't know if anyone else relates to this, but I'm just so fucking tired right now. But I need to create. I need to make music. I'm just gonna keep getting more upset, so I don't know if I should just stop or just keep pushing through it. And it's fucking raining outside. Okay. Do you guys want to see a llama hat? I think it's an alpaca, actually. I can't even put it on my head because my hair is too big. That's whatever. Okay, well, I'm gonna go back to screaming at my computer now. Good talk.